Hi everybody, it's Mama. I'm here with a song for you. I'm celebrating the full moon in Gemini, and that's pretty neat. Uh, it makes me think of initiation. Makes me think of the initiation. It makes me think of the twins, because that's what Gemini is, right? It's the twins. So it makes me think of the tower. It makes me think of towers. Makes me think of choices. It makes me think of lovers. The choices that we have in love. I drew this. I doodle. I doodle. I doodle. I doodle. And I doodled this in 2010. Oops, I'm on the wrong side of the camera again. I doodled this in 2010. It's my double doors both ways. This is the time of year when the veil closes, the Samhain ends and the veil closes. The phoenix rises and gives birth to new ideas and new dreams. With the singer of courage inside of us and the intention of the singer of initiation, we enter through a new time, a new era, new doors, new wisdom, and the journey begins again. We think back and we're thankful for all of the lessons past learned. In the libraries, these are the doors to the library, to the Akashic records, to the memories of your dreams. With Mercury in retrograde and a full moon in Gemini that illuminates the dual thoughts in all of us. We look back in retrospect, in retrograde, and we take stock of our lessons learned and what was illuminated during that time. We also open our doors of our hearts in order to be able to go down into the underworld, get a hold of that ball that's been down there for a long time. A long time. It's about 3,000 years we've been in Pisces, and we're just leaving the age of Pisces and coming into the age of Aquarius, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And just like when the morning sun opens up its eyes and cracks open the first beams of light for us to have an opportunity to walk into that institution of ourselves. All the knowledge, it's inside of us. We threw that ball away, we threw it to the dog, and after a while the dog stopped fetching it back for us. The retriever stopped retrieving. He stopped bringing it back to us. But when you opened up your door and you didn't go out into that door, but you let your dog out, your proverbial dog, and you let your proverbial dog out into the yard of life, it went out to check on your ball and make sure that it was still buried in the same place. It might even have dug it up and brought it back to you and said, hey, remember this? Do you want to play fetch? Or do you want to play catch? The last thing we do when we play catch with the dog, as we throw the ball away. Appropriate. Excuse me. Oh my. Well, I guess, pardon me and excuse me. You know, it's been a really tiring year for a lot of people. A lot of people have gone really deep down inside to find a way to move forward, to shine some light on some things, to discard some things, to purge a lot of the old ideals and ideas and old deals, old ideals, that it's not an ideal anymore, that we've come up out of that vibration of me, I, into a we. Excuse me. To get to the we, you got to get past the you as well. And make sure that you're not wearing somebody else's crown. Make sure that you're wearing your own crown. I'm having an allergic reaction. Whoa. I'm not turning the camera off because it screws up on me all the time. Things want to come up. Things want to be. And we're having a hard time talking about things like that because right now we have to be in the party. We have to put on our costumes. We have to join the Game of Thrones and be the king and hold our own. Hold our throne. I'm not stopping the camera because I don't know how to splice two videos together yet. I'm not the only one going through this. If I'm going through this, other people are too. We're having reactions, physical reactions to our emotional fate, I suppose, in a way. I'm not crying, I'm just having an allergic reaction. I don't know what. Something flew through in the air. It flew by. We have an opportunity to walk into an awful lot of doors in life. We do have free will. Those doors aren't chained, closed. And there's nothing in there but a blank canvas at the moment. You don't know what's in there. You don't know what the new door, you know, and you have to be open to receive. You can walk in and see nothing. You know, you can go back into the old hometown and down the old streets, and if you haven't visited it for a long time, it can look like a completely different town. Places that you remembered aren't there anymore. Sometimes you can go down an old street and see something new every single time, and other times you go down that street and see only the same thing every single time. Which doors do you want to open and which doors do you want to close? There's a time right now where it's safe to choose that. It's really safe to choose that. That you are part of the rainbow. And that if one color of that rainbow is missing, it's not a rainbow anymore. It's just a bunch of striped colors. So, we don't always know what's on the other side of doors. But if it doesn't feel right, guys, if it doesn't feel right, if it's not feeling right, if it doesn't feel safe, it's not right for you. If it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't speak to your soul, if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel appreciated and you don't feel like you can be yourself, if there's a whole bunch of you shoulds, you shoulds, you shoulds coming at you, you should not listen to them. Take them in, but you don't have to do something just because somebody says you should, just because it works for them. You're not them. You're so you. And this is your door. And if you want to shut it, you can. And nobody's feelings should be hurt. If they're hurt, that's their journey they have to go through. And everybody's on a different level of the journey. Remember that we're all on the same journey. We're just not on the same yellow brick as each other. At the same time, we can't be on the same brick at the same time. Because imagine what that would look like. And you know, you'd be in that musical chairs part where everybody was just running around in frickin' circles, panicking. And in some sense of this is what's going on right now in the cosmos. People are sort of running around and they don't know which way to go. They don't know whether to go up or down or left or right because their options are so open. It's like a kid in a candy store with some knowledge about some stuff. But as curious as all get up. This is the time of year when the veil is open but the air is misty. When visions and shadows play tricks on you. When a little mouse, you know, illuminated by the full moon, standing in the right spot can look like an elephant. And, you know, we have the opportunity right now when we're getting ready to party down in the States. They're having down south, and our neighbors down. I'm in Canada. I'm in British Columbia, West Coast Canada. And down in the, I'm looking at the clock. I got a few minutes left. I'm down in the States. They're having their Thanksgiving. And that's a pretty important time, you know. It's a pretty important time. It's also Black Friday. Some people trigger when you say that word, you know. Our war was over in 1814, something like that, you know. And I'm not going to go political. There's a lot of things I could trigger quite easily, and I have been practicing my trigger response, right? That it's not, if somebody says something about Canada, I can't take it personally, even though it means something to me. But if I was to maybe open my mind a little bit more, I might open my doors a little, my mind doors, and choose to absorb but not solidify right now. This isn't about making things concrete so much as it is about figuring out how to make them concrete, figuring out what you need to make concrete. You need sand, gravel, lime, water, and a place to put it. A foundation, a spot, a site. So all of that is not just the will, the courage, the intuition, the initiation, the whatever, all of it, the gate, the keeper of the gate, the singer of the gate, the guardian of the gate is you. Inside here, there's a throne as well. And around that throne is everything. It's your throne. You're the king. Wear your own crown. Don't let anyone else wear your crown. Don't give your crown to somebody else. Don't let someone else do your work for you. You know, any kid will tell you the person that helped them the most wasn't the person that did stuff for them. It was the person that encouraged them to do stuff on their own and cheered them on and was just there when they fell. And isn't that what our guides and our any of our law enforcers, our parents, our teachers, our police officers, our court systems? This is the pearly gates. You choose. Choose wisely. And you can only choose wisely from experience. And the only way to gain experience is to experience. Is through experience. Through experience. But for goodness sakes, people, if there's 3 doors and you have 3 friends telling you to go to 3 different doors, at some point you're going to have to make the decision yourself. If you don't, you will learn. Undoubtedly, you will learn. Do you want to learn how uncomfortable someone else's crown is? How uncomfortable their shoes are? How cold or hot their house is? Is that what you want to hold space for? Do you really need to know all that? Isn't that their journey? Isn't it for them to learn and go on their own mistakes? You should do this. You should do it like me. You should do this. No, no, no. You should, not should, anything anyone else. Should you? Should you? Right? So with the full moon and the spirit of the owl, the moon used to be a Cancer, zodiac Cancer card. You know, the crab, the moon, the water, the tidals, the this, the that. In the new astrology, we've given the moon to Pisces. And also a sign that goes both ways, a sign that would at sometimes in its shadows struggle with the right thing to do or what I want to do and all of that. But fish, one of the things they do is they stay in school. And I don't want you to go to school that someone else wants you to go to. I want you to go learn what you're curious about. If that's religion, go learn about all the religions. Or the one you want to learn about. But reserve space for your choice afterwards. Reserve space for your choices afterwards. You can suck up all the knowledge you like. You can come out of high school, college, university with all the information just chock full. But until you open those doors and take that information with you out there and test your theories and you know, like a baby, don't touch it, it's hot. What do? Touch it. Why? Because you can't stop someone from experiencing their own experiences, and you should not try. If there's one thing you should do or not do, it's not tell someone else to live your lifeline for you or by you or because of you. So if somebody doesn't like something you're doing, or you don't like something someone else is doing, that's okay. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to feel small. You don't have to feel too tall either. Just sit on your throne, oops, and hold space. For that. Hold space to rule your own darn kingdom. Okay? And make that okay in your own heart first. It might take a little while to practice saying no to people without feeling like you've just harmed them in any way. Those that love you and those that understand you will never, ever, ever, ever make you feel guilty for not being able to jump to the pump, to their pump right away. Okay? They will understand, and you will never have to make excuses. And sometimes when you say no to someone, whether it's a homeless person or a crying woman in the woods all freaky and about to stab you if you help her. Sorry. I know, you guys. Okay. It's your choice. You have to go with your gut instinct. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. It's not right for you. It might be right for someone else, and they can give you 11 reasons why, or 101 reasons why you should eat ground beef and like this. But if you don't like ground beef, damn it, you don't have to try to like ground beef. You don't have to spend half your life trying to like ground beef and missing out on all those great chicken dinners. Okay? So beware the friends, my friends. While you get out there, take in everything you can. Suck it all up like a child. A new wonder. A new wonder. Wonder. When the new moon, when the full moon is full, and there's a point where it's just about full, and a point where, and then that area where it's leaving. This is a very intense full moon that, most moons usually last 2 or 3 days. This moon is going to last 4 days. So 2 days from now, you're still going to feel the effects of the illumination of whatever's going on. So if you're having trouble with family, you're going to have a lot of trouble with family. If you're having trouble with your finances, those things are going to come up. This tax season's coming up too, So when we think about things that we could be thankful for, and we think about things that make us feel good, and we think about everything and we think about what to be grateful for, it also makes us think of what we don't have. And that's just human nature. I want you all to try. I want us all to try. Spirit wants us all to try to see the gifts in what you don't have. That maybe what you don't have, because it's meant for someone else. And there's a greater purpose that holds space, empty space. If you wish for a bunch of stuff, if you're wishing for money, your money sector isn't going to have any money in it because it's full up with wish matter. If you want love, say you're a pie, and say you're a pie, okay? And you have 12 pieces, 12 slices of your pie. Each slice of your pie has an element of something in it. It holds space for something, right? So if you have, say this is a pumpkin pie, or an apple pie, and this is a purebred pie, right? It holds space for apples. The guitar is playing by itself on this rock. It holds space for apples. So anytime you want to go to any one of those spaces, you know that you can go get yourself an apple. Piece of apple pie. It's a pumpkin pie. You can go get yourself a piece of pumpkin pie. But you're not made up of one pie. We can think of it as if, you think of all the zodiac signs, right? There's 12 of them so far. There's 12 of them. And just because you're one sign, and that would be your sign, your sun sign, say you're a Cancer, or Libra, or Gemini, whatever you are, That's you, but that's not all of you. That's the underlying you. But you are made up of every single piece of the zodiac. So you've got 12 different flavors of you. 12 different flavors of pie in your pantry, in your personal pantry. 12. Now, a lot of you can't even, I don't know, I couldn't come up with 12 pies off the top of my head. I'm not going to bother. I can only think of key lime and cheesecake right now. Right now I want both of them put together. Anyways, you're all of it. So at some time, some days you're going to feel like a pumpkin. Other days you're going to feel like a pear. Some days you're going to be spicier. And other days you're going to feel sweeter. And that's just the way it goes. And if you disallow yourself to taste all those flavors of you, you won't even know which pieces you like the best. Because you're so busy being fed other people's pieces of pie. I don't know if any of this resonates with you guys, but hopefully it parallels you in some way and you get something out of this. I want to just quickly, before I go, I think I got like a few minutes left. I wanted to continue the reading that we had. This is sort of an extended reading, and it's a little surprise for you at the end. I think I'm going to... Anyways, in the beginning, we pulled the singer... Or, sorry, I'm getting to the singers. Ilb the Retriever. He went out into your garden, into your soul garden, and he went out and he got your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and your soul purpose. And he held on to those memories and the memory of what you wanted and what you wanted to do. And as you went through life, your dog was there faithful. And every now and again he brought you the ball. He said, "You want to play?" And you said, "No, not right now. I'm too busy." Or you grabbed the ball, you took it, and you threw it away. And he was like, "What? I got to go get that again." He holds on to your dreams, your wishes, your hopes, till a time when you're ready to receive and to go for them, to walk through those doors. In order to do that, you need to have some courage. So Spirit brought out the singer of courage to join along with the retriever. So you find your ball, find your balls, find your balls. Where's your balls, kids? Dig down deep into the roots of your heart and soul and what really matters to you. And that'll be easy to tell, where you should be going. It will feel right. Use your heart. Use your heart. Use your heart center. And then use your voice. Find your voice. Speak your truth. Just speak the truth. Just speak the truth. And it will come out like a song, I swear. You'll be, like a lot of people, they just been singing to the choir. They haven't been singing to their soul. And now is an opportunity. Ilb gives you and suggests that this opportunity is now for you to not only in retrograde to revisit, but with the full moon in Gemini, to think good and hard about which doors you want to walk through, which doors you want to open, and which doors don't serve you and haven't been serving you and have been making you feel stifled and stuck. If you're with people and they're closing doors on you and they're making you feel alone, maybe it's time to walk out those doors, break through those doors. Breathe the fresh air. Feel the light, the rain. Feel the rain on your face. Taste the rain on your lips. Songs are coming through. So with all good intention, your soul purpose, your guiding light, divinely guarded, divinely watched over, protected in the blue light. As you sing your song of intention from the bottom of your soul, out your heart, and spreads throughout the land, and lights up the dark, lights up the black. Out of the dark night of the soul breathes new opportunities to speak, live, and go after what you want. Sing your song. Sing it loud. Sing it strong. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing. Sing your song. Guardian at the gate is waiting for you. We'll read more next time. The fairy godmother reminds you to wear your own crown, to be wise, to watch over your own dreams, to make that choice, to be the pumpkin or the chariot. Either way, you are divinely guided, you are protected, and you are loved.